Austin with Scrolling Off-Road here to show you some Alpharex taillights for the second gen Tacoma. These are the Luxx black and red set. They're also available in just black, which will be pretty similar except for these, I guess you could say like Ys, I don't know what you want to call them. The red portion would be like a white acrylic look, and then for Alpha Black it would be a smoked look, like a smoked clear look right here. So these are black red set. This is kind of like a, I wouldn't say OEM, but the most OEM looking, as it does have some red in there. The lens itself has a very light smoke to it, but not bad at all. So you shouldn't really have any issues with DOT or anything like that. So I'm gonna power them up for you, show you the turn signals and brake lights and reverse lights. Also a very common complaint with these is, well, there's two. One would be there's like a fan, you can hear the fan inside whenever they're powered on. They do have a, whenever you first light them on, they do have an activation sequence. The fan is nothing to worry about. That's just making sure the LEDs are properly cooled. They told me like 6 months ago they were in the process of making new fans or something that would be a lot quieter, but you only hear them right whenever you're by the truck with the lights on. So if you're driving, of course you can't hear it. So it's really no big deal. I ran these on my truck whenever I had it and never had any issues, didn't hear about the noise either. So I'm gonna power these up for you and show you the different options. So what I'm doing first is whenever you first turn your switch to have your running lights on, or if you're about to drive at night, this is what you'll see. Well, this is what people will see whenever you turn your truck on, whatever. And then you also hear the fan running. So they do a little dance and they stay illuminated. So there's the fan. Like I said, once it's installed in the truck, and of course if you're sitting in the truck, you will not hear anything. It's really not that bad. So now I will show you the turn signals. The little squares in the middle are the actual brake light themselves. And then of course, these are lighting up. One thing to consider on the black and the Alpha Black set is that the little swords, whatever you want to call them, they actually light up in a yellow. Same with the activation feature, light up yellow first. So they're red because they're behind a red lens. Pretty simple tail light, honestly, nothing too crazy about what I'm showing you. And then there's just the brake light I slid on the turn signal switch. So this is the brake light that people would see if it's like in the daytime, whereas these aren't illuminated. But as you can see, they're very bright for just a few little diodes. So pretty cool there. And then the other complaint people have about these would be the reverse lights. I ran these on my truck and I was pretty disappointed in them. They're not bright at all, just straight up. If you do like a Dynamics hitch pod or a Baja S2 or Morimoto tube hanger underneath your bumper, like at a low profile place, or a Morimoto boost bar, I would highly recommend doing that because these are not sufficient. And that's another reason to consider the Pros, the Alpharex Pros, because you can swap in an LED bulb into the reverse light and they'll be a lot brighter. They're also a little bit cheaper, but you don't get the fancy activation light or cool looking turn signals. It's more of the standard, like, I'm not gonna compare them to Amazon or eBay, but it's the same style with like the running light shape. But these do come with a 2-year warranty. If you have any issues, we'll get it fixed for you immediately. So that is the tail lights themselves. And then I want to show you something else real quick while I have you. Something to think about would be their yellow. And I ran the Alpha Black on my truck also, and I liked the yellow turn signals because it actually stood out more than red. But yeah, just you know, something to consider whenever you're looking at these taillights. So one thing that you guys will notice when shopping for lights for the second gens 05 to 15 is that their brake lights, they are all generic trash. They're all 30 bucks on Amazon and eBay. They're fine. They get the job done with the smoked out look, but there's nothing fancy about them. The quality's not great. There's 8 little red LEDs in this. It's just a generic light, right? Morimoto came out with this. This is the X3B, and it is $200, so obviously a lot more expensive than what people are used to paying on these trucks for their quick light, because everything is 30 bucks. If I could light them up, you would see that the difference in brightness is insane. These are just generic LEDs, whereas these are so much brighter. I can show you these. I can light these up. As you can see, there's no cargo lights on the second gens, like the third gens or most other trucks. So there's these 6 strips right here, and that's all brake light. So I'm going to light this up for you. And as you can see, it's bright. This is, in the shop with lights on. So yeah, pretty cool look. All 6 are lit up. And if you want a quality third brake light that stands out from the generic stuff, if you're buying, Morimoto headlights, Alpharex taillights, you're fine spending money on a better product with a better warranty. And these are $200, like I said, not cheap, but 5-year warranty. And of course, there's always the argument, if this fails, you can just go get another 30 bucks and you'll still be cheaper. Of course, yeah, that's definitely an option. We don't sell anything like that. That's what we started off with years and years ago, with selling the cheaper stuff, and it was just too much of a hassle to deal with warranties and if they even offer them, or paying out of pocket for a new one. So with this, if there's an issue, we send a replacement out immediately, and we'll send you with either of these, we'll send you a return label for the defective product. So no downtime to you. You don't have to ship it back first and then we ship it. So we take care of you. And with a quality product, that happens way, way less. I have warrantied out 1 taillight from Alpharex in the past year, and I've sold quite a bit. So yeah, there's something to consider. There are definitely some cool options coming for the second gen, whether it be Alpharex or Morimoto. Of course, people do have good luck with Amazon and eBay, Spider, stuff like that. And that's fine. That's totally up to you with what your budget allows and what your style is. Some people might not like this, and that's fine. It's definitely a lot different than, definitely a lot different. So if you have any questions about these taillights or any other taillights or third brake lights, feel free to message me on Instagram, Facebook, email austin@square1offroad.com. If you go to the website, you can just hit contact and it'll send me an email right there. And just send a question and we'll get it taken care of. I'll do some up close shots now the video's done, and you can take a look for yourself.